What is a math teacher's favorite vacation destination? Times Square. Hi, I am Crystal Lambert, and I am the class of 2021 at Henderson. So, my major is middle level education. Oh my goodness. Um, in math and social studies, my goal is to eventually practice for family and consumer sciences, which is for people my age is home ec. Um, I finished, I started with my elementary education was my goal. And then when I determined family and consumer sciences is where I wanted to be, I was so far in that middle level education just made more sense for my immediate goal, which I will practice once I complete my degree. So my favorite things. I love deer hunting with my family. That is one thing that we all do. We are very technology based. My husband's a network administrator. My son's goal in life is computer programming. So Kira's she wants to pursue a degree in microbiology. So hunting just allows us to take a step back, disconnect, and get back with nature. I am the oldest of 3 children. There you will see my sister that looks obviously just like me, and my wonderful baby brother, who also has 5 children, right? And 6'4". He's not so baby. I enjoy cake decorating as a stress reliever. I do not decorate for out because that gives me anxiety. There is a baby shower cake that I did for someone in my Sunday school class at church. So that's one of those things I do for myself, like to volunteer, but I do not sell cakes. That's stressful. So in 2011, I left my job on the Chitimacha Indian Reservation at Cypress Bayou Casino after being there for 10 years to move to Hot Springs, Arkansas. I spent 8 years as an administrative assistant there, 2 years as an accounts payable clerk. I grew up there. I was 22 when I started, unmarried, right? And very sheltered. And by the time I left, I was married with 2 children. So there we go. So in 2011, I came to Hot Springs. And that's my wonderful husband and my 2 children. Kira's 13, Bo is 11. In 2017, my husband was laid off. So I spent 6 years as a stay-at-home mom, only to panic and say, oh my goodness, something needs to happen. And that's when I determined to go back to school, because I actually went to work at Magic Springs in accounts payables and realized I absolutely hated being in an office. I had always wanted to be in education, to be a teacher, but I had a very low self-esteem and felt like I wasn't smart enough. And then, that was the push. I didn't want to be in office the rest of my life. So 2 weeks before the fall semester started in 2017, I registered to be a National Park College student. How exciting. So the crazy thing is my daughter used to say, Mom, well, what if I just want to be a stay-at-home mom like you? Because I was very much on pushing your kids. You have to go to college or you have to extend your education, whether it's vocationally or through a university. And I was like, well, Kira, you can only you can only help your kids so much. If you have limited education, then you can only help them that much. After I started at National Park, she has now determined, I'm not waiting to go to college because obviously, apparently I make her crazy. So there's that. There's the benefit, right? So, I went too far. I am a proud autism mom. My first semester at National Park, my son was diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder. This is what I want to say about that. So he was in 3rd grade, and I am very much, if your child or someone you know needs assistance of any type, get them assistance. My daughter was in 2nd grade when she started seeing a counselor. In 2 years later, I determined, you know what? I think Bo needs to too, right? We all have anxiety. So the counselor actually advised both of my children be evaluated, or spoke to me about the possibility, and we thought about it and thought, oh yeah, that makes sense. So that's what we did. I have a lot of people, immediate family, that would say, oh, poor Bo. First off, no, there is no poor Bo. Poor Bo is, we're neurotypical, right? He is atypical, and he does not think like me. That does not mean his brain does not work. That does not mean he is not capable. That just means sometimes you have to be a little patient and work with him and explain it differently, but he is more than capable of doing. I will take this moment to say, if someone you know has a disability, do not write them off as incapable of learning. They may learn at a different speed, and they may learn differently. You need to figure out the best way for them to learn, and give them patience, right? That's the biggest key, is patience. Sometimes they just take a little longer to get there. Sometimes they take a lot longer to get there, but it is definitely, they're capable of learning, and you will be amazed at what you can find out. So, next is May 2019. This is my greatest accomplishment. I graduated from National Park with my associate's degree in elementary education. This amazing family, right? Those people you see right there, they are my support system. They are always there. My 3rd semester, which was the fall of 2018, my grandmother passed away. She was my person. You know how everybody has a person, a kindred spirit? She was my person. She was 80. She had just turned 89 years old, and I had lived with her for a little while. But my family has been amazing in supporting me and, saying, Mom, you got this, right? So those kids, man, they're amazing. They watch every moment, everything you do. So for fellow parents out there, non-traditional students, keep doing it, right? They're part of this. Don't let this be for nothing. You have it, and there's peaks and valleys, and there's moments where you want to give up. That semester my grandmother died, I wanted to give up, but don't. You have it. You can push through. Keep working at it. You got it. So, my long-term goals. When I first started Intro to Education, Professor Vondenstein asked the class, what is your goal? Where will you be in 20 years? My response verbally was, I will be 42 when I graduate. In 20 years, I am looking forward to being retired. I am doing nothing besides getting my bachelor's degree. Well, let me tell you, things changed. My goals have changed. I now plan on immediately upon finishing my bachelor's degree, enrolling in the master's program. I'm not quite sure which aspect of master's degree, but there will definitely be a master's degree in my future. With that being said, my children will, within 4 years of me graduating with my bachelor's, my children will both have graduated high school, or that's the goal, right? I then want to pursue my PhD. My long-term goal is teaching at as of right now, I'm hesitant to say university level, but I do know I want to go back to National Park and teach. I want to educate future educators. So that's that. I'm putting it out there in the universe. This course, there's a lot to say about this course. What are your thoughts? How are you going to incorporate? This is what I know. I don't know much about statistics and probability, and that's why I am in this class. I don't know at this time how that intertwines with real world. I know from previous Math for Teachers courses, I am amazed at how in the middle of creating this lesson that you see where real world aspects intertwine in areas that when I was in high school, when I was in elementary, I would have never in my life thought I would use that stuff again, right? I went to the Fordyce for Math for Teachers 1 and discovered all the shapes in their tiles and how they match up. And oh my goodness, they have those on the walls, on the floor. So you use things every day. So I am excited about learning how to use that in my how real world is going to connect with statistics and probability. So what do I need to succeed in this class? And I will succeed in this class, and so will you. So I need team members, amazing team members. I need my candidates for amazing team members must have a positive attitude. You get in this class what you put into it. We say that for every class, this class more than any. I have used so much of Math for Teachers 1 and 2 in my education classes at Henderson, you would not believe. So I need you to have a positive attitude going into this. It is a lot of work, but we can rock it. You must be willing to collaborate on making the best presentation possible. That does not happen in 20 minutes before recording. We have to contact, and it doesn't have to necessarily be always on Zoom, but there needs to be lots of communication and interaction, whether email or text. That's what I'm looking for in team members. This class is so much more than content area. It's an investment in your future. I know that that is the biggest takeaway I have taken from the previous classes, and I am looking forward to rocking this and rocking it with you, my team. All right, so thank you. Have an amazing semester, and I am looking forward to getting to know everyone. Have a great night. Bye.